Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Patrick Stevenson. I own the storage liquidation mom and pop business over here on Oregon Avenue in Pasco. I've had this business now for 6 years. I've been licensed here in the city of Pasco for the last 6 years. And the last 3 years I've run into a couple of problems with code enforcement office over issues that I can prove do not exist. I think the first thing I should do is give you a little outline. Basically what I do is I sell second-hand items. Actually, I've got the business description here that describes what I do. Okay, the first thing I'd like to do is just fly through this as quickly as I can. This is the business license application right here. See if we can get that. We can get it in there. And if we go down this application, we get to this line right here, and you're required to give a type of business and how your business operates. So I wrote in there, refer to included business description sheet. And we have that right here. Hope that's coming out. This is the business description that I gave to the city with this business license application. And it states, business description, that I purchase storage unit contents from various storage companies. I then consign the items to various auctions in Oregon and Washington. I also list selected items in the classified ad papers. Then I sell the items by phone appointment from storage on my home property. Okay? Okay, so the next thing I would like to do is I'd just like to show you what the storage units on my home property are. We got these 2 units right here that I've had. Well, actually, these 2 units I had here for a good year and a half before I ever got the business license. These little green portable storage units I purchased and had placed on my property 2 months before I got my business license. 2 months before the inspectors came out to my property. Okay? I want to establish the date of the business license inspection sheet. And this is the City of Pasco business license inspection sheet. If you'll note, the date here is 11/9/04 of the inspection. Inspected by J.C. Really nice guy, actually. In fact, J.C., when he came out here, told me he really thought this was a great idea, the way I was doing this. Keeps my costs down. So we went down, he came in and we did the standard inspection that they do before they give you a business license. Visible address, yes. Fire extinguishers, yes. 2 years old. Exits, yes. Restroom, yes. Other, there was nothing there. And if you'll take note, no special notes were made by J.C. when he came out to do this inspection. That inspection was the only inspection that was ever made out here. I assume that's basically what the City of Pasco does whenever they're going to okay a business license. Okay? Okay, the next thing I'd like to do is establish the dates that the storage units were on this property and the dates that the business license was issued. Right here we have the portable storage rental loan agreement. Okay, I'm sure we got some good light on that. Okay. And if we scan down this, if you'll note, the date is 9/8/04. These portable storage units were here before the date of the inspection, which was 11/9/04. That's a good 2 months before the business license inspection took place. First storage, Brent Thomas, Patrick Stevenson. Here's your date today. And actually that's from my last invoice. Okay? I want you to take note on when I had these in here. It was earlier than I actually thought it was. Note the date, 12/31 excuse me, 7/01/2003. I would like to establish the date on the business license application, which was, this is the second page of that, and you can see the date there, the initials of the zoning compliance, yes, and building inspector, yes. And we have the initials there, and we have the date 10/14/04 and 11/12/04. Once again, these buildings were here, and these are portable storage buildings. We're here a solid month and a half to 2 months before the inspection and before the business license was issued. Okay, and furthermore, as you can see by the dates that I just showed for first storage, portable storage rental, the 2 cargo containers were here a solid year and a half before the business license was issued and before the inspectors came out here. Now, Mitch, from the beginning, starting 3 years ago, insisted that those buildings were not here. I think he better get his eyesight checked, and he better check his records and his paperwork, because that's why we're in this problem in the first place, is because the code enforcement office did not bother to check their paperwork and make sure that everything was right on. If they had a problem with me, they should have took care of this 6 years ago, before the business license was ever issued. Okay, well, anyway, the first thing that I wanted to do was establish all the facts pertaining to my business. Okay, as I showed earlier, in the business description, plainly states that we sell items from storage on my home property by appointment. That's in the business description. My understanding is the code enforcement office is saying that that's a code violation. Well, they're the ones who okayed this business as it was described. If they had any question, or if they thought there was any ambiguity to it, it would seem to me that it was their responsibility to get with me and say, hey, could you please make this more understandable for us? Personally, I think it's about as understandable as can be. It plainly states that I purchase items from storage companies, and that I consign a lot of those items to auction in Oregon and Washington, which, by the way, I no longer do. The type of stuff I was consigning was small household items, tools, things of that nature. These portable storage cargo containers, here, and these portable storage units, as proven by the dates that you just witnessed of when they were placed here on this property, was long before the building inspector and code enforcement inspector came out here and okayed me for the business. All right. I don't want to get off track, and I don't want to get myself agitated here. The fact of the matter is that the city knew this was a home-based business. They knew that I was living in this house, and they knew that I was selling from storage on my home property. Okay. Okay, the first thing that I want to tackle here on this courtesy corrections notice is a section there for vehicle storage, junk, inoperable vehicles stored in front yards, alleys, or public view. 6 years ago, when we first bought this place and moved in, about, I don't know, a few months prior to getting the business license, when we first moved in, there was a beat-up old car that was parked over here, right underneath that tree. And it sat there for, I don't know, about another year or so after we moved in, and it disappeared. I have no idea who it belonged to. Okay? Not to mention that property over there is not my property. Okay? Now, this section here, here's my place. This section over in here is not my property either, and at one time there was 3 vehicles that had appeared in here over the course of several months. Start out with 1, then 2, and then 3. They just